everybody, Caroline Mathis, real estate agent with Keller Williams Realty, and we're taking a couple minutes to go over what went on in March in the market. And I'm also doing a second video and giving you a little bit of what the thought process is for real estate agents and real estate across the United States in midst of this COVID-19. I hope that you are healthy. Look at this, the highest amount we've ever had for a median sales price in all of Reno Sparks area. We jumped up to $415,000, quite amazing. This is the median in the past 13 months. Back in January, we were at 405, and then also in July, and we thought, oh my gosh, let's hope that it just kind of stays right here. Then in the midst of the start of isolation, we still jump up to $415,000 for the average price. These are the number of days from, remember me, I always say the sign goes in the yard and an accepted offer. Look at how that has dropped. I did some sleuthing, I guess you could say, on the market for from the time that we were supposed to be in isolation, which I believe was the 16th of March, to the end of March. Almost exactly the same amount of houses went under contract in those 15 days versus the first 15 days of March. We're still going out and buying homes. So this is very interesting to me. This is each price range, and look at there, 45 days, 50 days for a house to go under market. If you're in the medium price range, 34 days. Wouldn't that be nice? Activity, new listings, and sales. Look at this. January, we had inventory of 743 homes. March, 765. We're hanging right in there. Look at the number of solds. It went up. We were on this huge trajectory, and in my opinion, I really think that, yeah, we're in a pause, but I think we're gonna continue on with this as soon as we're able to get out and about. Months of inventory. Remember, we've always talked about 6 months being about a level market. Look at this, February and March, 1.5 months. We're still really low, still a seller's market. Months of inventory by price range. When we created this, I was flabbergasted. 700 to $1 million, 9 months, a little over 9 months of inventory, but look at the ones at 400. Little bit over a month's worth of inventory. As soon as they come on, but people are still buying them. So we need to get out there. When we find the house, you have to be ready to write an offer at that time. In the next video, I'm going to tell you how we're going to take care of that, okay? New contracts. This is a brand new screen, and isn't this cool? This was since the first of the year. Look at, we had 524 contracts, and what that means is that you as a seller have accepted an offer. So contracts was 524. It dropped a little bit, 50 contracts in March. But look at February of last year. We were hoping with this gorgeous weather we're having that our market would have continued to rise and the number of contracts and number of homes going up. And I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know how this is going to work, how it's going to play out. But so far, my thought is that we're still going to be in a pretty close to level of what we've been doing. Hopefully that makes sense. This is across the United States, and as we've always talked about, is that we're always at least a month behind on that. But look at across the United States, 3 months of inventory. Each month in January and February, more than likely, we'll probably see maybe just a little bit of a drop, but again, no crystal ball. Getting hyper local, look at this. Reno's median price rose 6% to 430. The number of units or homes that were sold went up 15% to 357 homes. The days to contract, remember, sign, accepted offer, went down 11% to 43 days. Isn't that something? And our inventory has rose just a little bit, 5%, and that's to 558. But look at the number of homes that came on the market in March, rose 15%. And that wasn't in the first 2 weeks of March, remember. That's throughout the month. 429 homes came on the market in Reno. Look at Sparks. We went up 5% to 389 for the average median price. Days to contract, half, 28 days. We had a reduction of 50%, a little over 50% of the number of days that went when a house went on the market to got an accepted offer. Almost a 30% increase in number of homes that were put on the market in March. And look at, we were up 20% at the active inventory in Sparks, 207. Out in Fernley, their days to contract rose just a little bit, 52 days. Their average price just kind of hung right in there to 278. The number of homes that came on the market went up 28% with 64 homes. And then the active inventory rose just 7% with 100 homes. If you don't mind that commute, this is still the place to move to. Carson City, their numbers have changed quite a bit as well. They went up 10% to almost 380 for the median price. The new listings, they went up 3% to 57. Inventory only went down just a little bit, so it's almost like a wash. They have about 81 homes. And then the days to market, look at this one too, 42% reduction. So it takes them 49 days. So instead of maybe the 80 days it would take them, it's now only taking 49 days to get an accepted contract. Condos and townhouses, remember I always talked about you have to consider the HOAs. So that's my first. It went down just a little bit, 240, 222. And the number of listings went down also at 5%. Interesting with condos and townhomes, a lot of people have those as income properties. And what we have to, we as real estate agents cannot do is go and show a home that has a renter in it. So that's going to be it's going to be interesting to see what happens in the next month or two as far as the number of homes get sold. And there are a bunch of different ways that we can still look at the property and get, if that's what you want, we can get you into a contract, okay? Mortgage interest rates, look at this. It's kind of still crazy. This is, in my next slide, it's going to show you how much more buying power that we have just with these interest rates. Isn't this amazing? 3.5%, not heard of. But this, you can look at this and we can talk about it if you want to give me a call. I also asked a favorite lender of mine, John Nichols, to kind of do a video and tell me what his take is on the market. So John, take it away.
Hello everybody, John Nichols here with Movement Mortgage, and I'd like to just give you a quick update about what's going on in the mortgage side of things. So this week was relatively flat, not a lot of changes in the guidelines like we've been seeing in the previous 2 weeks, which leads me to believe that folks are getting used to this new normal. Not a huge swing in the mortgage-backed securities, normalization there. Rates remain down in the low threes, so still a fantastic opportunity if you are looking to make a purchase or refinance your existing higher rate mortgage. Now is definitely still a great opportunity for that. But the big F word in the room still remains forbearance. As a reminder, folks, if you find yourself in a position where you're unable to make your mortgage payment, forbearance is an option for you, but it should be used as a last resort because forbearance is not forgiveness. At some point, you do have to repay that money, and it is being left up to the servicer to determine how that's done. That could be added on to the end, or it could be that as soon as you are ready to make your normal payment after leaving forbearance, all of the past payments are due all at once, putting you in a worse position and jeopardizing the equity of your home. If you have questions on that, it is super important that you reach out to whoever is servicing your loan or reach out to your mortgage advisor, or as always, I'm available to answer questions as well. Again, John Nichols with Movement Mortgage with your Market Minute update around mortgages. Thanks all.
John, thanks so much. I so appreciate you helping me out with that. If you have any questions, you can reach John right at this telephone number here. We communicate almost on a daily basis with my clients, and don't hesitate to give me a call. In just a minute, you'll be able to go, and if you want to take a little break, I also have some information in regards to what real estate and the COVID-19 is doing, and what the nation, the big people that we get our information from, are thinking how this is going to progress in real estate. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful April, and you will see me next month. Thank you.